Dear students, on behalf of Board of Intermediate Education, Andhra Pradesh, I am back here with a new chapter of human physiology, that is body fluids and circulation. Nice to have you back for the sixth session of this chapter. We have started discussing the internal structure of heart in our former session. We have learned the details of the two upper chambers, the atria, and the two lower chambers, the ventricles. Let's now start with the next part, nodal tissues. What is nodal tissue first? A specialized cardiac musculature distributed in the heart is called nodal tissue. Here in this diagram, the green colored parts constitute the nodal tissue. Why are they special? What function do they perform? To know all these points, we'll go back to our previous slide. Here, we have compared our blood pumping system with house water pumping system. Heart is compared with motor pump. This motor pump collects groundwater and pumps it to the required points of house. To do this motor pump requires the supply of electricity. When we switch on the motor starts working. So, it requires the external stimulation. Here the motor requires the supply of electricity from the external source. But our heart starts working from embryonic stage and continues its action till death without any external source of stimulation. It doesn't require any other stimulus or pushback from other tissues of the body. Then how can it be able to beat on its own? It depends on its own muscles for its regular activity, that is the heartbeat. So some cardiac muscles, we know the meaning of cardiac muscles. The muscles present in the wall of the heart are known as cardiac muscles. They are specialized, modified for the generation of electrical impulses. So the first function of nodal tissues is generation of electrical impulses. Our heart is not a simple organ. As I told you already, it has 4 chambers and maintains 2 pumps of circulation. Heart has 4 chambers, that means 4 rooms are there. Generation of impulses is not enough for the entire activity of the heart. Can you run all the electric appliances of our house with single switch? We can't do that. So by using the wires, power is supplied to all the fans and lights and plug points of all the rooms of our house. So wiring is essential for connecting rooms, that is to supply the electricity. Likewise, all the 4 chambers of heart must receive the electrical impulses. So the nodal tissues do this function also. They conduct the impulses through the entire cardiac musculature. This is the second function of nodal tissues. First one is generation of impulses and second is conduction of impulses. That's why nodal tissues form the cardiac conducting system. So nodal tissue is nothing but specialized cardiac musculature present in the wall of the heart. This nodal tissue is associated with the generation of impulses and their extension of conduction on entire cardiac musculature to bring the contraction of the heart. The conducting system includes 4 main parts. They are SA node, that is sinoatrial node. The next part is AV node, atrioventricular node. And third one is bundle of His. This is the bundle of His here. And the next one is Purkinje fibers. Here are the Purkinje fibers. Let's discuss these nodal tissues one by one. The first part is SA node or sinoatrial node. It is a patch of tissue present on the right side of right atrium. Here this is right atrium. This is right side of right atrium. The exact location of sinoatrial node is at the upper right corner of right atrium near the opening of superior vena cava or precaval vein. So right side of right atrium, upper region at the opening of superior vena cava into right atrium. So sinoatrial node is exactly located at the upper right corner of right atrium near the opening of superior vena cava. How is the structure of SA node? It is made up of specialized cardiomyocytes. Cardio means related to the heart, myo muscle, cytes means cells. So cardiac muscle cells, they make this SA node. That means sinoatrial node is made up of specialized cardiac muscles. What is the function of sinoatrial node? Sinoatrial node has the ability to generate the action potentials on its own. That means it generates action potentials without any external stimulus, without any external switch as we find in case of motor pump. Here, these blue colored arrows represent the action potentials generated by the sinoatrial node. We use the terms action potentials, electrical impulses as synonyms here. They bring the contraction of the heart. As the sinoatrial node generates the action potentials, it is known as pacemaker. What is the meaning of pace? Pace means the speed at which something happens. Pacemaker is the place where the impulses are generated. Sinoatrial node is the pacemaker. It generates the action potentials. They bring contraction of the heart. Sinoatrial node is nothing but specialized cardiac musculature. Pacemaker is situated within the heart, so the action potentials are generated in the heart itself. They are generated from specialized cardiac musculature, sinoatrial node. So the heart of vertebrates is known as myogenic heart. Myo means muscles, genic means generates. The action potentials are generated by cardiac muscles only. That's why the heart is known as myogenic heart. SA node generates action potential for every 0.6 seconds. Then how many action potentials can it generate per 1 minute? 1 minute 60 seconds are there. So sinoatrial node can initiate 100 beats per minute. But due to less conductivity, our heart beats only 70 to 80 times per minute. How can these action potentials initiate the contraction of the heart? The action potentials generated by SA node spread through the walls of atria, causing the contraction of atria. And one more thing they do is, these action potentials also reach the next nodal tissue, that is the AV node. This is the work done by the action potentials produced from the SA node. Let's get into the next part, AV node or atrioventricular node. Another mass of nodal tissue is present at the lower left corner of right atrium. Observe the picture carefully. This is right atrium, lower part of right atrium, left region of right atrium. So AV node is located at the lower left corner of right atrium. SA node location is, it is present at the upper right side of right atrium. Coming to the exact location of AV node, it is present at the posterior-inferior region of the interatrial septum. What is interatrial septum? The septum present in between the right and left atria is said to be interatrial septum. AV node is present at the posterior-inferior region of interatrial septum. This is posterior region of interatrial septum. And it is located close to the opening of coronary sinus also. What is coronary sinus? The blood from the wall of the heart is brought by coronary sinus to the right atrium. AV node is located close to the opening of coronary sinus also. As it is present near the atrioventricular septum, the name AV node is given. What is atrioventricular septum? The septum present between the atria and ventricles is said to be atrioventricular septum. AV node is located near the atrioventricular septum. That's why the name atrioventricular node given. Not only location, AV node also electrically connects the upper chamber's atria with ventricles. So it is named as atrioventricular node. Coming to the function of AV node, it receives impulses from SA node and sends them to lower chambers, the ventricles. We already know the point that SA node generates the action potentials. Now the AV node, it receives the action potentials produced by SA node, then it sends those action potentials to the wall of the ventricles. AV node is a relay point here. That means it relays the action potentials received from the SA node to the ventricular musculature. It is also known as pace setter. SA node is the pacemaker and AV node acts as relay point or pace setter. Next one is atrioventricular bundle or AV bundle or bundle of His or His bundle. This is nothing but bundle of nodal fibers. This bundle starts from AV node, so the name AV bundle is given. His is the name of the scientist discovered this bundle, so the name bundle of His is given. It continues from AV node into interventricular septum. This is interventricular septum, the septum present between the right and left ventricles. Now the bundle of His, it starts from AV node and passes through the interventricular septum. There it divides into right and left branches. This is left bundle of His and this is right bundle of His. Now these two branches, right and left branches, they give rise to minute fibers known as Purkinje fibers. Purkinje fibers are the small fibers formed from right and left branches of bundle of His. They extend throughout the ventricular musculature. Purkinje fibers are formed from the two branches of bundle of His and they spread over the musculature of the ventricles. And they enter the respective ventricles. That means Purkinje fibers formed from the left branch of bundle of His extend into the left ventricle. From the right branch of bundle of His extend through the right ventricle. Coming to the function of bundle of His and Purkinje fibers, this is the bundle of His. It originates from the AV node, so it collects impulses from the AV node and conducts them to the entire ventricular muscles through the Purkinje fibers. So the function of AV bundle is collection of impulses from the AV node. Then it spreads those impulses to the entire muscles of the ventricles through the Purkinje fibers. This is about the nodal tissues. First we have discussed about the sinoatrial node, which is the pacemaker of the heart. Then AV node, that is the pace setter or relay point. And third, bundle of His. And fourth one, Purkinje fibers. Next part of internal structure of heart is aortic arches. What is the meaning of these aortic arches? Aorta means larger arteries. What is the function of these aorta? They bring blood from ventricles to different organs of the body. There are two main aortic arches. Those are pulmonary arch. It arises from the right ventricle. And second one is systemic arch. It arises from the left ventricle. The first one is pulmonary arch. It arises from the right ventricle. You carefully observe this picture. This is right ventricle. This light violet colored one is pulmonary arch. So pulmonary arch arises from the right ventricle. exactly from the left anterior angle of the right ventricle. We already know the point that right ventricle contains deoxygenated blood. So pulmonary arch carries deoxygenated blood from right ventricle to the lungs. So deoxygenated blood is brought by this pulmonary arch from the right ventricle to lungs for oxygenation. Its opening, that means the opening of pulmonary arch is guarded by pulmonary valve. So pulmonary valve is present at the opening of pulmonary arch into right ventricle. Second aortic arch is the larger aortic arch, that is systemic arch. In case of mammals, left systemic arch is present. Here, the systemic arch arises from the left ventricle. This is the left ventricle. This light pink colored one is systemic arch. So, systemic arch arises from the left ventricle. Which type of blood do we find in left chambers of heart? That is oxygenated blood. So, systemic arch transports oxygenated blood to different parts of the body through its branches. So, the function of systemic arch is transport of oxygenated blood which is present in the left ventricle to different regions of the body. The opening of systemic arch into left ventricle is guarded by aortic valve. Here, the opening of pulmonary arch is guarded by pulmonary valve and the opening of systemic arch is guarded by aortic valve. How is the structure of these two valves? The pulmonary and aortic valves are made up of 3 semilunar flaps each. This is aortic valve. There are 3 semilunar flaps in this aortic valve. Here also we find 3 semilunar flaps in pulmonary valve. This is the enlarged picture of these two valves. Here also we find 3 semilunar flaps in each valve. Now we'll observe the function of pulmonary and aortic valves. First, about the pulmonary valve. This light blue colored one is pulmonary valve. It is present between the right ventricle and pulmonary arch. Here, by its opening and closing, it regulates the flow of blood from right ventricle into pulmonary arch. The next one is aortic valve. This light pink colored one is aortic valve. It lies between left ventricle and systemic arch. And it regulates the flow of oxygenated blood from left ventricle into systemic arch. This is about the function of pulmonary and aortic valves. Up to now, I have discussed the 2 aortic arches present in the heart of mammals. Those are systemic arch and pulmonary arch. At the point of contact of these 2 aortic arches, a fibrous strand of tissue is present known as ligamentum arteriosum. So, ligamentum arteriosum is the fibrous tissue present at the point of contact of systemic and pulmonary arches. What does it represent? It is the remnant of ductus arteriosus which connects the systemic and pulmonary arches in the embryonic stage. That means, in the embryonic development, these systemic and pulmonary arches are interconnected by a small vessel known as ductus arteriosus. This disappears during development. When it disappears, its remnant is represented as ligamentum arteriosum. Now we'll have a quick recap of the valves present in the human heart. First one is valve of Thebatius. This Thebatius valve is present at the opening of coronary sinus into right atrium. The next one, Eustachian valve, is present at the opening of postcaval vein into right atrium. It is the rudimentary non-functional valve in adult human beings. Then, tricuspid valve. This is tricuspid valve. present at the right atrioventricular aperture through which the right atrium opens into right ventricle. Then is bicuspid valve or mitral valve. This is a bicuspid valve which has two cusps. It is present at the left atrioventricular aperture, the aperture present between the left atrium and left ventricle. Next is pulmonary valve. This is the pulmonary valve. It is present at the opening of right ventricle into pulmonary arch. The last one is aortic valve. This is aortic valve. This is present at the opening of left ventricle into systemic arch. This is about the position of different valves present in the human heart. In this topic, I discussed the location, size, function of the heart, about the pericardium and different layers present in the wall of the heart. The external structure, about the different chambers of the heart and grooves present in between those chambers. I discussed the detailed structure of internal parts of the heart, the atria, ventricles, nodal tissues and aortic arches. Now we are going to learn how to draw the diagram of human heart easily.